Okay, holy fuck.
Yes, sir.
So I just found this out today, and it's been crazy. And for some reason, talking about death has made me think about it recently. So there was a Norwegian death metal band called Mayhem.
This sounds very familiar.
Okay,
go on.
Yeah, so they were called Mayhem. And anyways, their lead singer killed himself, and the guitarist found him, and his first thought was, "Oh, I'm gonna take a picture of this." So he takes a picture of that, and then he released a fucking album called Dawns of the Black Hearts. And the picture, the fucking album cover was the suicide of their lead singer.
Oh,
and then he took skull fragments, his fucking skull fragments, and turned them into necklaces for the band.
That's
fucking crazy, right?
Gosh.
Yeah, you can look up the fucking album cover too. That's the thing. Like they didn't take it down. Like
there's got to be something like illegal about that, I would think.
You would think, right? Like it's a dude's fucking like suicide.
Because like there's people who get in trouble for like having like pictures of dead people and stuff like that. Like not having, it's a really weird case, and I wish I could name one. I think it happened after some kind of massacre. Somebody like was taking pictures with dead bodies and stuff like that, and they got in a lot of trouble for it after posting them. Yeah,
probably, dude. It's fucking weird for one.
Well, yeah, it is weird, but like having your band's album cover as like a photo with your
dead, the suicide, let alone the suicide, and this was graphic, dude. Like the dude went out the way he lived. It was metal as fuck. Like he slit his wrist and then shot himself in the head with a shotgun. His brain is like all over the fucking walls.
Oh, that's really sad. Was he just like? That explains the skull fragments. I would have thought like he'd popped a couple of pills and they're like not metal enough and kind of hammered his head in.
No,
that's so insensitive,
dude. But yeah, no, that's like the most metal thing I've ever fucking heard. So you can't say that they were posers. Holy fuck!
Oh my god.
Like, it's his fucking skull fragments as necklaces. Anyways, the bass player was like, all right, that wasn't fucking cool, dude, and quit the band. Anyways, the new bass player was hunted down and killed by the old bass player. He stabbed him to death.
What? Why?
Or it was either the guitarist that took the pictures, or it was the new bass player. I can't remember which one. But either way, dude, it's like, holy, what? I literally jumped on top of him. But yeah, it's like the most metal fucking story I've ever heard.
Oh my gosh.
It's fucking crazy, right, though?
That's pretty crazy, yeah. I think there was a similar... It was... Ironically, it was like a death metal...
See, I told you if I take that bat out...
That's not that bad. There's 2 bats, I think.
It doesn't fucking matter, Cork. I'm
telling you. Alright, whatever. I don't know. We'll figure it out.
But yeah, is that not the craziest fucking story ever?
I swear there was another one where like a death metal band like committed suicide on stage, like one of the dudes.
What?
I'm pretty...
That's not real.
I've got a... Okay, let me do a quick search real quick.
Oh, I did not think he was going to jump over onto my platform. I mean, they really put the death in death metal, if you know what I'm saying. But yeah, Var killed Euronymous. That's the thing. That's from Mayhem.
I think I just made that up in my head. Maybe I did. Maybe I don't know why that sounded so familiar.
I mean, there's a band called Guar that like sprays like fake guts and shit on their fucking
people.
What the
fuck?
He
spun the crap out of you. Yeah, there's got to be people that are like really into that. Like
yeah, it's like intros and fake blood and shit all over the place, which is, I mean, not my personal cup of tea, but
no, yeah, some people are into that. I heard
oh my God.
There was an interesting perspective about that at one point. I heard because like I was really shocked by like Cannibal Corpse lyrics and stuff like that. Like those.
What are their lyrics?
I'm not going to say that, but I can tell you afterwards, and anybody can search them up on their own time. But
oh shit, isn't that the one that had like the guitars where they found like a shit ton of human skulls and like
yeah, they. Oh wait, is it
like,
Cannibal Corpse or? I think that was they found a bunch of human skulls at like his house or something like that.
Yeah, like a bunch of fucking weird shit.
Yeah, but like they I think that was them. But yeah, I heard somebody like I was like, why would anybody listen to this? This is messed up.
Oh my God, that was my last one.
And then somebody had compared it Aiken to
Aiken? You mean Akin?
Is it?
Akin, yes.
Wow. Akin. Somebody had it akin to somebody had it akin to horror movies. Like listening to the Cannibal Corpse is the equivalent to like listening to horror movies. They don't like endorse any of the lyrics. It's just like really cool to listen to and it's scary. And it's like what they oh shoot. It's just what they want to listen to. Just because it's like a horror. Like the same reason you watch a horror movie. You don't watch a horror movie because you love seeing people get ripped apart, or you think like, okay, maybe that is why. Okay, hold on, maybe that is why.
People.
I don't know.
There's people that love torture porn.
Okay, don't look up Cannibal Corpse unless you're like 18 or over. At all. You hear me, kids? You hear me?
Well, if they're... never mind.
If there are any kids, I'm telling... If there are any kids watching this, I'm telling YouTube that you have an account when you're too young.
How do you know... How old do you think they are, Cord?
Dude, this is a video game channel on YouTube. I would guess maybe 8 to 10.
How old do you have to be to have a YouTube channel?
Like 13, I believe?
Or no,
13 or 14.
Do you really?
I think so, yeah.
That's bullshit.
I can...
Jamie, look it up.
We can actually look stuff up. Wow! There was a, Whoa. Wow!
Dude, the group
Son of a bitch! Son of a bitch! There was a, okay.
Oh, it's so dead floating body.
I worked with this, you mentioned something about not sleeping for like 3 days or whatever. Insomnia. And the neckbeards are scared. Okay, so here's a little advice for the neckbeards. If you want to stay up longer, do meth. I knew this inmate once, and he claimed to have never slept for 21 days because he was so addicted to meth, and police were just like constantly hanging around his house because they thought he was just constantly partying because he just always had the lights on.
No, dude, 21 days would...
21 days would kill you, but I'm not about to argue with an inmate who claims he was addicted to meth.
When the fuck were you working out of jail?
You just instantly assume I was working out of jail.
Why were you hanging around an inmate? And why were you referring to him as an inmate?
Because he was I worked at a national park, and they have like inmate laborers.
Oh, that's dope. Was he still on meth?
Son of a... No, he was not still on meth.
I mean, I'm just saying, you'd be surprised what you can put in your prison wallet. Kids, look up what a prison wallet is.
So he was a really nice guy. Like after a certain point in jail, they just actually want to like get out of there and not make the same mistakes again.
Hey, that was close.
This asshole ruined my life. But okay, wait, 1, 2, both, none. Okay, so
ooh. Oh, this is that fucking part, dude.
Anyway, yeah.
Did you already burn to death?
Jamie, cut that out. But yeah, we
really need to get a Jamie.
He was a really nice guy. I mean, like, I forgot what he was in for.
Probably meth.
You know, maybe. I mean, like, you know, you never know if that's actually the reason with these guys.
With these guys? What is that supposed to mean?
Inmates. No, but some of them were actually pretty nice. Some, funny as hell. Yeah, he claims he was addicted to meth and he never slept for like 21 days. And I'm just like, wow, okay.
That's cool.
What am I going to look at the inmate and straight in the eyes and be like, that's impossible because you'll die after 10 days?
He's like, you've never done meth.
You've never done meth. I'm like, how do you know?
Please just be that person.
Just say that right to the inmate's face. How do you know? He's like, you know what a shank is? I'm like, of course I do.
I keep one in my prison wallet.
I keep one in my prison wallet.
It's just like, oh shit.
Like, this kid's actually pretty badass. I want to roll with him.
This kid's fucking epic.
This kid is fucking epic. I hope he starts a gaming channel one day.
Epic.
I hope this kid actually starts a gaming channel one day.
That way I can watch him and not do meth. Yeah, dude, we're his escape. He stops doing meth because he watches us.
Yeah. Okay, so let me tell you a story of how nice he is. So I go into... this has a pattern to it.
You know this pattern.
I do. Yep. Yippee-ki-yay. Okay, so he had a... Okay, so I needed to cut through tarp to get through a flower bed. Oh, I hate these jumps.
He's like, let me show you how I gutted a man once.
Yeah. I needed a box cutter to get through this the tarp in the bottom of a flower bed because it was like a really tough silicone tarp or something like that.
Don't tell me he pulled out a fucking shank.
He didn't pull out a shank.
Okay.
I'm telling you the story how he's the nice guy.
Oh, yeah, I guess that's true.
His name was Bill. So what happened was...
Bill Nye, the science guy?
Dude, how'd you know?
Well, the meth kind of gave it away.
Bill Nye, the meth guy.
Okay, disclaimer, Bill Nye does not do meth.
You don't know that.
I don't think he does.
You don't know that. Is it slander if you say he doesn't, but it turns out he actually kind of does?
I don't think that would be slander if you say something positive that's not true about somebody.
What if you take... Look, I killed that bat. Wait a minute! Oh wait, you have to kill them both. That guy
I'm
too.
telling you, it probably doesn't work. What?
Yeah, baby, told you.
Okay, that's
I didn't.
wild.
I didn't actually know it killed them all. Okay, so keep trying to tell the story. I needed a box cutter, and I go into the garage full of inmates. They're all just like wearing their white shirts and their little red caps.
They were wearing their sexy white shirts.
They're
and
just
those
wearing
tight ass
white
little
t-shirts, jeans, tennis shoes, and they had these red like farmer caps or trucker caps or something like that.
Trucker
and I walk
caps.
in, and then I say, "Hey, do you any?" Because they're working with tools all day. They know where this stuff is. They know the park better than I do. Because I just started. I was like, "Hey, do any of you guys have a box cutter?" And it was silent for a minute, and I hear just one.
Dude, that's gonna fall.
Whoa!
You always fucking
I
forget
hear one
that.
voice among the crowd. He's like, "You just walked into a room full of inmates, and you go to ask them for a box cutter?" And they all start laughing at me, like a whole crowd of inmates just starts laughing at me, and he's the only one that actually goes to get me the box cutter. And so I'm like, "Thank you, Bill." Like, good lord.
Nice guy, Bill.
Thanks, Sky Bill.
Yeah, like walking into that situation, I probably would not have asked a room full of inmates for a box
They're
cutter.
working there. It's not like they're gonna be like, "Hey, yeah, here's a box cutter, kid, shank." Like that's gonna add on to their time. They're not more. Okay, I don't know if they're morons or not. Some of them may be morons. Okay, some of them definitely are morons. But I don't think they're stupid enough to shank a kid for fun for asking a box cutter.
You don't know, dude. You don't know. Not until. Oh, fuck you, dude.